Hey friends, Kevin here, your Sacramento, Stockton area realtor and lender here with this week's weekly real estate report. Well, the one thing I can say about this market is it is not boring. It is always somewhat exciting for me when Thursday comes and I can take a look at the statistics and see what has transpired over the past week. So let me take you over to the chart and show you what has happened. Well, I have been watching right here this median list price just hold steady for what seems like forever. I think we have 8-9 months right there where it's holding steady, and finally we see a little dip right there. Now, the interesting thing about this right here is while it shows the median list price holding very, very steady, we had 2,110 price reductions this week. Now, that is a huge number considering our active homes right here, the green line, the number of available homes is around 5,500. So of 5,500, we have 2,110 of homes have had a price reduction. And that does make sense to me because the market is absolutely shifted from a seller's market to a buyer's market. And as I've said before, the critical thing in this market for sellers is if you are priced here and the value of home is here, you're overpriced. Well, what's happening in this market is we have the prices dropping. And if you, seller, are staying up here, price reduction, price reduction, price reduction, you're always going to be above market value. Market value is following and you're just staying above it and following it down. The most painful thing in the world, trust me, well, it's not the most painful thing in the world, but it's extremely painful. I know, I get it. But you have to realize when the market is here and you are priced here, you've got a price here. And if you don't, you will follow the market down and eventually you will have wished that you would have made that massive price reduction and got your house in contract back when you could get more money for it. So very painful. I know, I've been through this before. This is personal experience speaking. So, all right, back to my chart here. What is happening with our median sold price? Well, this just proves my point. It is just falling and falling and falling. And the spread between the median list and the median sold is just growing. So we have a lot of sellers out there who aren't yet lowering their price. Obviously, we have over 2,000 that are. Those are the ones that are going into contract. And what is happening to our pending sales? It is just falling, falling, falling. Well, it kind of evened out a little bit this week, which is good news for sellers. Now, what about how long it takes to sell a house? These are some shocking numbers. So the median or the average days on the market for these properties right here, the active properties, average time on the market is 2 months, 60 days right now. Now, the average time on the market for a home that has sold is a little different at 39 days. So we're still over a month on the market before homes are selling. So, you know, what can we say? Is it that, well, obviously if we have 60 days on the market is the average for these homes right here, the active, those homes are overpriced and that is driving up the average. For the ones that have sold, we have 39 days. Now, does that correlate to these are the ones that were on the market, were too high, finally had that big price reduction, the big pain, and finally sold after being on the market for quite some time? I say yes. So I think that is what's going on there. Let's talk about rates. Rates they went up again. So I want to bring a chart over and I'm going to show you this one. This is right off Freddie Mac's page right here. And there we go. All right, so this is the 1 year view of rates. Rates have hit 6.92% with 0.8 of a fee. We are almost at 7%. Adjustable rates, well, you can see the 15 year at 6.09 and the 5-1 ARM. And oh, please stay away from adjustable rate mortgages. That's going to be my pitch. Always, I don't think it's not safe enough. Whole nother topic. But 6.92%, that sounds absolutely horrific. How could anybody stomach that? Well, let's take a look at the 10-year average. Here we go. Yeah, that made it look worse. And it seems like it only proves the point that things can't get much worse. But when we look at the all-time history, take a look at this. Ready, set, go. It's not so bad. I mean, we're way down here. We could have been way up here. That was Friday, April 17th of 1991. We hit, oh, that's not even the peak. Let me get the peak up here. We hit 18.63%. That, my friends, is a mortgage rate. So things could always be worse. Let's look at the bright side. So we are here at almost 7%. And let's see, that's kind of back in here where we're at right about there back in 2008. So we're 2008, by the way, these dark bars right here are recession periods. So there's where we are this week. I hope I brought you a little bit of sunshine and not all bad news. If you have any questions about real estate, want to talk to me, please give me a call. My number here is at the end of the video. Have a great weekend, and I will see you here next week. Bye.